There's the stiff jab from Kessler, and he backs away.
So far, Kessler seems a little bit sharper than Andrade, and Andrade is keeping his head up when he's coming in. And the way that Kessler studies his opponents, he's going to take advantage of that.
And there's that 1-2 that Kessler is so proficient at.
What was most interesting to me about that exchange is Andrade showed what Marquez and Barrera were doing last week, punching last. You see when Andrade gets hit, he wants to get his shots off in return.
That lead left hook that Kessler likes to mix into the attack too.
Yeah, but Kessler right there is fighting a very smart fight. His punches are a little shorter, more to the inside, whereas Andrade's punches are a little bit wider, a little bit outside, but more so than that, Andrade leaves his head up when he's coming in. And Kessler, I can assure you, is going to analyze where his head is going to be when he's coming in and taking advantage of that as the fight progresses.
Both of those body shots blocked by the elbows of Kessler. Manuel, when Andrade comes leaning in, he kind of comes in with his head, he starts going side to side. What can Kessler do to counter off that?
Well, what Kessler's doing right now is counter. He's taking that little half a step sometimes and shooting a little check hook, as we call it. But the most important thing is when Andrade comes forward, Kessler doesn't just stand and block punches. He often goes to the side.
Andrade got a left hook of his own in there, and he got Kessler backing up.
He got Kessler's attention, and he actually, I think, hurt Kessler for a second.
The thing that makes Andrade dangerous is his pride.
Yeah, he's not
going to let you tag him and just get away with it. On the other hand, Manny, as this fight progresses, Kessler's such a good counter puncher, but it could cost Andrade.
But also Andrade is the type of guy that's going to take him to school and test him tonight. He's going to be tested tonight. Because Andrade is a big guy. He's not used to guys attacking him from that height. He's used to guys short that he can control. And Andrade is coming in with a lot of pressure.
And there's the end of the first round. Good action in round number 1 for Kessler and Andrade.
And I think both fighters have developed great respect for each other after that first round, too.
He's very happy with the first round. Keep using your left. He's going to walk right into your right when you keep using your left. Keep your distance, he'll come to you. Just one step back and to the side and he'll walk right into you.
Brad, look at me, can you hear me? You're hurting the lame shots to the body, he doesn't like it. Just banging double hooks to the body, back on the jab on the outside. Stay away from his jab in the middle. Stay away from the middle. Angles is perfect, do you hear me?
Wayne McCullough, champion in the corner of Andrade.
Just once, I want to hear a guy say, don't go to the body. He loves it down in the body.
Round number 2 begins for Andrade and Kessler.
At this stage right here, Andrade looks like he's coming on good. Even though Kessler's a sharper fighter, Andrade starting to set the tempo now. And I don't know if that Kessler's going to be prepared to take the punishment that he's going to take in this fight as it progresses.
Andrade again short with that long right hand. You almost get the sense from Kessler's body language that he realizes right now, compared to his last fights, this is not going to be as easy as they were.
I agree with you, Bob. I was getting ready to say the same thing. Even though this guy doesn't have the big name of the guys he's fought, this is the best fighter that he's ever fought, I think. And the records reflect that they're both undefeated, and they're fighting like 2 undefeated fighters.
Short right inside from Kessler. Max, we're seeing Andrade again. You know, we talked to him yesterday. He said he's cool, he's calm, kind of goes in there, feels out his opponent, and he seems to be sticking with that mindset.
You know, he's getting hit with punches, but I don't think the fact that he can take a punch is going to hurt him that much. And I think the guy that's been hurt the most in this fight thus far has been Kessler. I think the first round he was actually hurt.
Andrade says he puts pressure, but not constant pressure. He likes to vary it. But Kessler is such a patient fighter. He works so patiently behind his good left jab.
Well, I tell you, for this fight here, Andrade putting pressure on him, making him fight at a faster tempo than he's used to. Even though he may have a little slight edge, he's fighting at a much faster pace than he likes to fight at. And I don't think he's that comfortable with the pace that the fight is going at.
You know, Manny, in studying the tape of Kessler, that 1-2 right there, he likes to lead with it, but he's being forced to counter with that instead of dictating the pace.
Yeah, even though he's landing punches, Andrade's putting pressure on him.
I would say after that punch, Kessler is the guy who's landed the best punches in the fight.
Oh, he's definitely landed the best punches. Make no mistake about it. But he's going to have to land a lot of those best punches the way it's going.
Well, he just landed another.
Yeah, and he mixed in a left hook to the chin in the middle of that sequence. Andrade in the black trunks continuing to pressure Kessler. Kessler, though, with some blistering punches, like a good right hand there.
Tremendous punches, good ring gentlemanship. He's doing everything right. But he's going to have to continue to do that for quite a while.
Perfect round. Keep going at him. Keep going at him to your own right and then use the hook. Use your head and move to the sides. When you go right to his right, you won't get hit.
Right here you see Kessler landing his pinpoint punches, which he's known for. And just the surprise is that all of those punches he's landed hasn't hurt Andrade, but he lands a great body shot there also.
You see, Kessler can be hit, but he doesn't tend to get hit with anything stupid. And I think for Andrade to win this fight, he's going to have to catch Kessler with something stupid.
I don't think he's going to catch him with anything stupid.
I don't think so either.
Technician.
And I don't think so either.
I think he could just maybe wear him down maybe, but just any one punch, no, that's not going to happen.
Would you advise him to stay with the body then?
Now, I think everybody's fighting a perfect fight at this stage. Kessler has the edge, but he's going to have to be prepared to withstand a strong finish at the end.
Andrade again short with that right hand.
If Andrade can get to the end with Kessler throwing those and landing those kind of shots, my hat's off to him.
Great combination by Kessler.
The normal fighter would have been down from that. I mean, Kessler's landing pinpoint accuracy punches, and everything is proper. The only thing is Andrade's taking those shots. And actually, even though he's been hit, he hasn't been actually seriously hurt still.
It's true. He's shown a great chin so far. Andrade has.
But Emmanuel, can he sustain taking these kind of shots and get to 12 rounds?
I don't know. I find it difficult, but he may be able to do it. He may be able to do it. He spares a lot in the gym, and he has good stamina. He's very relaxed.
A little blood from the nose of Kessler.
That from a right hand from Andrade.
The surprise that Andrade has kind of strayed away from some of the body shots that he threw in round one?
No, I haven't. I think he's fighting exactly as I figured he would. Putting a lot of pressure on Kessler. Even though Kessler's winning, he's still having, as I said earlier, fight at a much faster pace than he wanted to fight at.
Another great 1-2 from Kessler.
This is turning out to be a tremendous fight.
Manuel, that good, stiff, strong jab seems to be a lost art.
Well, he's having to fight more now. Andrade throws the right hand and then lets his body move into a southpaw position. Things that Kessler's not used to. Even though he's winning, I'm beginning to see a little worry in his face.
It is an exciting fight, but it's really one-sided. It's also really an exhibition so far by Kessler. But Andrade's heart is allowing it to be this kind of an exhibition.
But I don't know if Andrade himself can take this all night.
Well, is it the old adage, the man who punches straightest usually wins?
Yep, but then also it's a courage factor too sometimes. And I think that both guys are fighting a good fight. And I think that as the fight goes on, if it goes much longer, it's going to be even better.
Two hooks to the body from Andrade. Counter left hand by Andrade. Kessler responds. Good left hand by Kessler. Heavy punches landed in round 3 by Miguel Kessler. Well, they love it. Here in Denmark, Andrade not enjoying it. Well, Monday night at 10 p.m., catch the premiere of the UCLA Dynasty. A look back at the great Bruins basketball teams of the 60s and 70s who won 10 national championships under legendary coach John Wooden. Real Sports returns April 16th with a piece on NBA star Stephon Marbury's new sneakers, the $14.98 Starbury, which he hopes will stop kids from committing robbery, assault, and even murder for a new pair of shoes.